Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Spiritually Fly Sunday, The Word. My name is Faith Hunter, and I am so delighted to be back. I missed last Sunday. I needed to give myself a little downtime and a little break, but I am back. Yes, good afternoon, everyone. Hello, good evening, good morning, wherever you are in the world. I am just gonna remind you guys that Spiritually Fly Sunday, the Word, is based on my book, Spiritually Fly, Wisdom, Meditations, and Yoga to Elevate the Soul. So if you saw it in the caption, today's word is breathe. So every week I have a different theme. This week is breathe. And I'm providing this, or I'm setting this as the theme for today because of many reasons. The first thing is that I've been going through so many shifts over the past couple of months and dropping into this place of breathing and giving myself time to pause and slow down, but specifically pausing to breathe has been essential in maintaining this element of balance and connection and grounding and rooting. The other reason I wanted to say or share that breathing is essential is that on tomorrow, so this is like a little special thing, on tomorrow I am jumping over to the Instagram of Cream of Nature, and I will be teaching an 8 a.m. meditation practice. This is like the best thing. So we are going to do a little breathing to help center us and set the tone for our week. Then the third reason I think breath, right? This aspect of breathing is so important, and why I wanted to bring it to you is because so many of us get caught in this aspect of clenching and holding on. I mean, it's only human nature that when we are hit by a trigger, right? When we experience this aspect of fear, right? When we're startled, we hold and clench our breath. But most importantly, when we are moving through very challenging emotions, we either are breathing really heavily and really fast, or again, we have a tendency to hold and clench and really clamp down on the natural flow of our breath. So, as always, I'm going to read a little bit from my book. And in the first sutra, which is the first chapter, the first sutra, Lead with Love, breath is, as I say in here, create a foundation of breath. So breath is the foundation of everything. So here we go. Let me read this passage. It's kind of long because I want you to get the full breath of what I really wanted to share in this particular section. So this is on page 17 if you have the book. Create a foundation to breathe. Breathing is an essential component of life and is crucial to the practices of yoga and meditation. Without conscious breath flowing through you, it is impossible to absorb and feel the connection between body and mind. When you visualize breath moving into one area, your molecular structure will immediately shift, and as a result, your body responds positively. For me, the breath is my foundation for living authentically, meaning it's my foundation for everything. It is the key that opens the door and gives me space to pause, to reset, and fortify my connection to myself as well as to others. I constantly share with my students the importance of having a daily breathing practice as a form of self-care. It is the same self-care we take in preparing a healthy meal or brushing our teeth. That's how important a breathing practice is. Just as important as preparing a nurturing, healthy meal and brushing our teeth every morning and night and between meals. When breathing is approached with intention and devotion, it becomes a habit that gives you time to pause. When you pause, You create pockets of time to reflect. When you reflect, you assess your state of being, and in that, gratitude and self-acceptance turn into self-love. Basically, self-care has the amazing ability to ripple into self-love. When you activate deep care for yourself without compromise, you intuitively see what's in front of you with a neutral mind and an open heart. Breath is everything. Breath fuels us, breath inspires us, breath gives us that opportunity to press the reset button. Breath grounds us. Breath ignites us and fires us up. There are so many different breathing techniques. And if you're a beginner, if you're just starting out, just taking long, deep breaths first thing in the morning, or making long, deep breaths a habit in those moments when you are feeling uncomfortable, when you are upset, when you're angry. Think to yourself, oh, I need to pause. When I pause, I need to breathe. When I breathe, I'm able to see clearly. I'm able to really, truly examine what's in front of me. And then from there, move into your response. And if you notice, I didn't say reaction. You move into your response. And so I see a couple of people sharing a couple of notes and thoughts over here. So thank you so much. I absolutely love writing poetry, and even just, the English language is so beautiful, and there's so many ways to engage it. And then there's someone else, Goodman NYT, said, without compromise. Yes, like, you can't, like, even if you're in the middle of an argument with someone, right? Because these techniques are things that you can incorporate into your daily life, like into your normal life. Like, we're not sitting under the Bodhisattva tree and meditating in the Himalayas, or we're not hanging out in one of my favorite places. We're not always hanging out on the beaches of Zanzibar, and I have time to meditate and walk along the beach with the Maasai warriors. No, that is not my life. My life is an urban life. I'm moving and working, and like you guys, everything is happening. Some of you have families and kids that are in the same household, so it's hard to find that time. But you always have time to pause and breathe. So here are a couple of little tips and tools. Long, deep breathing, as I shared. Doing long, deep breathing anytime you get anxious or upset, or, even just when you're I just need to calm down and just be still for a moment. Just drop into some long, deep breathing. In the mornings, when you wake up, same thing. When you're in your bed, the alarm goes off. Pause, take some deep inhales and exhales through the nose as you kind of slowly move and stretch your body. And then in the middle of the day, when you're on the computer, right? I'm in my office right now. When you're on the computer, when you're taking those calls, when you're doing your conference calls, even in the middle of a conference call, nobody knows what you're doing. They're chatting, you're listening, and you're just deep breaths in, deep breaths out. It soothes and calms your nervous system. It balances, regulates the nervous system. And then, of course, at night, while you're in the shower, right before you go to bed, slow, long, deep breaths. So that's just simple, right? Regardless of what all the other breathing techniques are, and I like I shared earlier, I teach a lot of them, but the go-to, the most simplest one, the one that's easy to incorporate into your daily routine, is long, deep breathing. So let's do that together right now. And for this one, I want you to place your hands over your heart so you can feel that expansion and feel your beautiful heartbeat. Close the eyes, relax your shoulders, sit up tall. And I'd like for you to bring your awareness right to the middle of your brow, your first eye. And here we go. Long, deep breathing. Inhale slowly through the nose. And exhale through the nose. Nice and easy. Breathing in. And exhale. Let's do 3 more. Inhale. And last one together, breathing in. And whenever you're ready, allow your hands to fall. Yeah, just kind of pause and observe and notice what that moment, right? I think it was probably about a minute or less of just deep breathing feels like. What type of impact does it have on you in this current second, in this present? And it's interesting, as we were taking that deep breathing together, I could actually smell, I could smell the cedarwood essential oil that I put on my hands before I jumped onto this live. And that's actually another one of my major techniques. I love essential oils. I love how the different scents, the different essences impact my emotional state. And so cedarwood is extremely grounding. I love putting on my hands, taking a couple of deep inhales, rubbing it in, breathing in some more, just like really enjoying it. And it's also another essential oil, cedarwood, meaning I actually put that on the soles of my feet because, again, it helps me stay grounded and rooted. So that was the second tip I provided you guys. Did you catch that? All right. Okay. So thank you, everybody. Again, the word for today, the theme for today is breathe. Create a foundation to breathe. Create that foundation for yourself. Thank you so much. And again, if you haven't already, booyah, grab the book. You can just go to my website, faithhunter.com, to grab a copy of this book. Has so many tools in here, and even in Sutra 1, Chapter 1, I share a couple of breathing techniques. And then throughout, I thread in some more. So get it today and breathe with me. And don't forget, tomorrow, 8 a.m., join me on Cream of Nature IG Live, and I will be sharing a meditation. And during that meditation, of course, we will tap into our breath. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a beautiful, beautiful Sunday afternoon and evening, wherever you are in the world. Ciao and ashe.